Hello, I am here. I'm just trying to get my camera to work. This is an ongoing issue. Is it really a stream if my camera doesn't have problems? Really? We all know this is just the reality that we live in. It's fine. Ugh. It never works. Like it should, but it doesn't. And that's okay, I guess. It happens to the best of us. Camera issues are just, don't know. Ah. Should be working. Come on. We're like so close. We're halfway there. Come on, please. I'm doing good, Blackbird. How are you? We're just trying to get the camera to work. It should. Oh, yes. Hello. It is me. I am here. I am alive. We have vision. Woo! Love it when that happens. Hello, Spooky. Pleasure to see you. You're in time. Everyone's on time. Look at this punctuality. I love that for us. To be fair, whenever anyone arrives, technically they're on time, as far as I'm concerned. If you can hear the thing that sounds very wet, it's food. Some beach. All right, so I've identified a problem. I'm wearing a white shirt, and there's pasta sauce involved, so we all know that shit's gonna go wrong. So we're just gonna hang on. Just gonna quick fit change for now. Oh. Today is going to be a shorter stream. It's only going to be one episode. I shouldn't say shorter stream because the number of episodes that we listen to does not equate at all to the length of the stream. So I misspoke. We're only listening to one episode. It may still be just as long. We'll find out. And then like Thursday or Friday, can't remember which one has been decided, will be the final stream featuring yeah, it does. Before I get into it, because I don't know, I want to vent about serotonin. Oh my god. I hate serotonin. First of all, there are 15 subtypes of serotonin, further subdivided into 7 families. Not only do all 15 of these subtypes do different things to the brain and the body, but a particular subtype can also do different things depending on where it is in the body. So not only do we have subtype dependent differences in serotonin, we have subtype location dependent differences in serotonin. Do you understand how hard it is to model something that just doesn't do any consistent jobs at all? And you want to know what makes it worse? Serotonin is like really important towards all my research. Yeah, I would agree, Blackbird. It is needlessly complicated. But for some reason, that's what the brain has decided to do. I personally don't think that that's optimized to its fullest capacity, but at this point, I'm starting to believe that there actually isn't any logic to it. It's just the brain spews out whatever works at a given time, and the rest of the body just has to fucking deal with it. Because there's no way that it's just... So anyway, my brain is a little bit frazzled because that's what I've been doing with my day. So yeah, excuse that. What's everyone's opinions on tomatoes? I promise I will start soon. I'm just, I don't know, procrastinating, I suppose. Or just having a conversation, you know? I don't need a reason to talk to you guys. I can just not start and just talk. But yeah, what's y'all's opinion on tomatoes? Oh, I need to change it to live chat. Oh, there we go. Mac and cheese sounds, to quote the video. That's what good. There, I knew it. Okay, overly juicy, ketchup flavored drowns whatever it's on. That is a very succinct overview. Thank you. I appreciate that, Spooky. It's not mac and cheese, it's this. I wish I'd seen that because that's exactly what I was thinking. And I was like, someone's going to say it. Like, surely someone's going to fucking say it. And I was a little disappointed when I didn't see it, but you were holding out on me, Spooky. Live chat did you dirty because that was a great comment. I love that for some reason, despite there only being the two of you in the chat, it still decides that some of your comments are not worthy of being top chat. I have not seen that video, so was unaware. Have you not seen that Vine? That's what good pussy sounds like. Not more. It's like when Marie wanted to complain about something like YouTube silencing her, and every single comment just would not go through. All right, let's make a start. I can't believe we've only got 3 episodes left. That's still, every time I like actually process that, it just freaks me out. But it's also sad because, like, when this finishes, Lon's going away to Sandhurst, so that stream is going to be the last visit I get from them for like months, which is whoo, apparently my opinions on tomatoes are censored as well, since I can see it on mobile. It isn't appearing on the computer. I'm so sorry that your opinion on tomatoes is being silenced, Blackbird. That is so rude. Unbelievably rude. But yeah, I'm not. I think, okay, surprisingly, I'm like okay, because I'm very used to not seeing Lon often. Like, when we were getting together, they were literally running the coast. I didn't see them in person for like over 100 days. I'm fairly certain. So, you know, it's okay. But it will be sad because I won't hear from them very often either. But dreams must be followed. Shut up, Spooky. I will be okay. I'm not that much of a simp. Probably. Hi, Levan. How are you? Oh, I should probably hide the evidence. Hang on. This is so embarrassing. I think we all beg. Leave me alone! I am going to prove all of you wrong and prove that I'm going to be just fine. Thank you. I'm okay with. I will be okay with the long distance. None of you believe me, but I know it's to be true. Anyway, we'll start. It is time. The penultimate, as people who have spent the last year watching your multi-hour for my friend Longstreet. Woo. That is a call out if I ever saw one. Goddamn. Okay. Obviously, I am upset that I'm not going to see them for a while, but I'm not going to be like I'll be okay. I can't believe you guys have zero faith in me. I just love him a whole lot, but I will be okay. Probably. We'll find out. We don't have to worry about it yet. So everyone shut up. All right. Time for this shit. Oh, okay. Everybody ready? Everybody got a drink? Everybody feeling comfortable and all that? I'll take your resounding silence. Couldn't tell you were dating when they were there all the time. What will you do when they aren't there? Anyway. Screw you. I'm just very autistic, okay? Looking back, the signs are there. I was just too autistic to see them. Anyway, the horrors.
Will present the Magnus Archives. Episode 198, Precipice.
That is a very scary name for some reason. We're on the precipice of some bullshit about to go down. Ah, yes, ASMR sounds. My love.
So, are we going to talk about it? Or when we get back to London? I think we all need some time to think. Sure. I mean, it's a pretty long walk. We could talk about something else. Like why you wandered off with Annabelle Kane. Sarah. It's important. He can tell us when he's ready. It's fine. It's not exactly a big surprise or anything. Back in London, after we had a blazing row. Yeah, that. What? About what we should do with John, with the panopticon. About whether you should... Yes. Well, anyway, after that, I was coming out to look for you. But the tunnels are just all over the place, and you must have used a different way up or something, and, well...
I thought he said Jonah. Oh, no, I thought he said John, not Jonah. And I was like, dude, you're John. Unless... I was like, I was worried I'd accidentally picked up on what was meant to be like some really sneaky thing. Turns out I just misheard. But God, what a fucking plot twist that would have been.
Who's there? Waiting. I guess. It was so quiet. It looked like London did before. So then I figured that she must have had the camera, which meant Salesa was probably dead, and so... Well... So I figured she had come to kill you, John. Me?
Yikes.
What about you? What about me? I didn't really think I was important enough to kill. Well, that's...
Martin, that's really sad. Martin, what the fuck? I'll be back 1 second. I can now put my shirt back on. Which is good, because it's low-key kind of hot. I'm gonna do some cross-stitch. Whilst we follow this endeavor. Hopefully I haven't got any, like, hidden sauce on my hands or some shit. Knowing my luck.
Shocker, I have self-esteem issues. Anyway, she said she knew what you were planning to do.
That was so joke. Basir was actually trying to be nice, and he was like, yeah, no. I was like, big shocker, I got issues. He's such a girl's girl. I'm like, he's such a fucking mood. Martin, God. Ah! If I ever have a boy, I'm gonna name them Martin. Just out of respect for the OG.
What would happen to you in there? And then she said she knew another way. One way you'd be okay, but she couldn't tell me. She had to show me. And you took her at her word? But obviously not, but if she was telling the truth, it seemed worth the gamble. Why didn't you come and get me? Because she said if I did, she'd leave without me, and then, well...
It's a bit redundant,
we'd
then,
have
yeah.
to stick with crappy plan A, and you'd end up gone.
Oh, Martin, baby.
Okay, look, I admit it wasn't great judgment, okay? But I didn't see another choice. I figured you were safe enough with the girls, and, well... You were angry. Yeah. Right. And if I could give you another way out, it had to be worth the danger. Even if it was kind of... Reckless? A long shot.
Basira's so judgmental.
I knew you'd follow me and save me if things got bad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry I worried you. It's okay.
I love that. I love that you went, and I knew you were going to come get me regardless. That's so jokes. It's like, yeah, and I also knew you were going to come, so, like, obviously I fucking went. Honestly, I'm surprised that Martin didn't do it just to see his boyfriend be like a super badass. He was like, you know what? I really need that right now. Oh, I should probably show you guys the progress I've made with this. It's coming along. All that turquoise is going to be white. You can see the turquoise there. I haven't done the trees. The trees are very empty. Martin Knife Blackwood, my beloved. Currently, I'm doing this bit. That pink is going to be like a dark brown. No, dark green, sorry. Like the stuff down here. Yeah, you can see how much I've done from the back. So a lot near the bottom, less so at the top. Yeah, it's coming along. We're getting there. We're near. It's. I'd say, I don't know, because the trees are a big project that I'm low-key putting off doing because I don't want to fucking do them. I have to do them eventually, obviously, to finish it. But it's the bits where it's like really scattery rather than like blocks of color I don't like doing. I like the blocks of color because it's like really rhythmic and it's just like you can just go like a printer, you know. When it's all scattery, you get these like tails behind and it gets all loose and then stops looking as good. I mean, it's going to look great when it's done, but it's not going to be perfect. But that's fine. I don't care. I mean, it's the first actual cross stitch like kit I've ever done properly. I suppose there was the gonks. Is that what they're called? Yeah, it's a gonk. Yeah. The gnome looking fellas that I did. But yeah, it's gonna be sick. Anyway.
It does look like I was right. If she was actually on the level. Well, yeah. And if she was, she went about it in a really weird, manipulative way. Yeah. Big surprise. But she did kind of hold up her end.
Yes, she did.
I could have done without all the webbing, though.
Thank you.
Still sticky.
Oh.
It's over now and you're safe. That's all that matters. Not quite. Mm-hmm. We do have another option to consider. When we get back. I want to hear what the...
I love them so much. I will never not be filled with joy and happiness at the fact that John Martin became canonical. I was so sure that the rug was going to get pulled out from under me with them, but my boy Johnny pulled through. Ah! I mean, it's sad and miserable, and I want them to have some good times, and they're never going to fucking get them because life hates me, but I'm still happy. I can't wait until we finished this and I can finally read fan fictions. Because I gave up around, like, I don't know, episode, like, 160 or something, because I was getting bored of constantly having to, like, I had the amount of tags I had excluded because I had excluded every single episode that I hadn't watched in the hopes that that would help, like, definitively remove some, you know, pieces that were definitely filled with spoilers. And so it was as we were watching them, I would then remove them, and slowly but surely the quantity would increase. But you know, I was basically limiting, like, what anyone could talk about, essentially. So all the fan fictions I was reading were kind of like, they're okay, but they weren't, like, you know. So I eventually just gave up because I was like, the fan fictions aren't good enough right now that it's worth it. There was that one where it was John got turned into a cat, but he wasn't actually a cat. I liked that one. That one was creative. I can't remember why I stopped reading that one. I think it was starting to get too close to episodes that I was on at the time, and then I just kind of forgot about it. And it was a John, Martin, Tim relationship. But it was just really cool because it was like everyone else was like, yeah, he's a cat. And John wasn't a cat. He was just a person. But no one else saw him like that anymore because of the lightener that he touched or whatever. So, you know, it was pretty good. It was a pretty, I liked the, but I liked the premise because, you know, I appreciate a classic X gets turned into insert cute creature here, right? But I liked the little, I liked the twist that they put on it, you know, where it was like everyone else thinks he's a cat, and so they treated him like a cat, you know. and John just had to kind of deal with it because no one knew that he wasn't a cat. It was like, I don't know, and I think it worked quite well because it fit quite nicely with the spiral. You know, not believing that what you're seeing is the truth. You know, I think actually the Lightner was a spiral one as well, but it was I liked the premise. I kind of, once he was no longer a cat, I was kind of bored because I was like, like, so I also never finished it, but I'm excited to, being a cat, definitely, yeah, that too. I'm excited to read more fan fictions for the archives because in an attempt to not spoil myself at all, I read like hardly any, and the ones I did read were complete like AUs, and they were fine, some of them, but like I said, I was basically cutting. I was only looking at a fraction of what had been written, so I'm sure a lot of the best ones that were written with later episodes inspiring them. So I got that to look forward to. Anyways.
The others have to say about it. Then we should get going. Speaking of, where exactly do we go now? Forward. It's a cliff, John. Over there. Oh, great. Seriously? What happened to the big lake or whatever Basira was talking about? I was looking forward to the lake. I'm fine rowing. I'm good at rowing.
Oh.
I'm sorry, some routes are one way. So what? This is our new path then? Some rickety ladder on a cliff edge just so high you can't even see the bottom? Really? I admit it's not a subtle metaphor. Yeah, I get it. Don't need another lesson on nightmare geography. It's obvious as soon as I said it out loud. If there was another way. Yeah, but there never is. Fine.
I was looking forward to the lake. I will never not love Martin. Oh, hang on. I've spotted a bug. Damn, my window's dirty. I think I killed it. Oh, that's like mold. Well, I should do something about that. Yeah. I haven't cleaned these windows in a while because, you know, they're covered in my stuffs. But one day I'll remove all of it and I will clean all of it. Just not today. Ugh. This statement's a fun one. Well, okay. That can mean many things. All right. No.
Easy does it. One at a time. One at a time. Careful of your next one, Martin. It's loose. Right. Thank you. Brilliant. Martin, are you all right? On you. Are you good to keep going? Yeah, just yeah. Martin, would it help to know that if you do fall, you'll be okay? Define okay. You wouldn't die. But it'd still hurt, wouldn't it? Yes. But Not as much as... Crucially, it would still feel like I'm falling an incredible distance, wouldn't it? I mean, you would still be falling an incredible distance. You just wouldn't die when you hit the bottom. Yeah, and there it is. I have missed your pep talks. I'm afraid it's the best I can manage. Well, thanks for trying. Can we just keep going? Right.
That's the sound of a man that has had to deal with John for the whole apocalypse and knows exactly what kind of bullshit he's on. He's like, would it help to know you wouldn't die? He's like, yeah, but would it hurt? Would it still hurt, John? Would it still feel like I was falling? Then what you're telling me doesn't fucking help. We've been through this. They are an old married couple. And I fucking love them.
What? Right. Right? What? Guys, what's going on down there? The ladder ends. What do you mean it ends? I'm guessing you're not talking about the ground.
Will it hurt though? You'll be alive. Yeah, basically.
No ground and no more ladder.
Oh shit!
What do we do? What do you think? We jump and we fall. What? No, I'm not doing that. This is obviously like a wrong turn or something. It's a ladder, Martin. I know, Basira, but somehow we've still managed it. You said it won't kill us, right? Right. We'll just need to try and... Seriously? If all your friends jumped off a cliff, would you join them? No, I wouldn't. Martin, stupid. Enough.
Martin's having a full-on fucking breakdown over here. And Basira's just acting like it's not a problem. Shut up, Basira. Basira, you don't have to be the cool, collected one all the time. Like, you are allowed to just, like, be a bit scared. It's okay. We're not gonna judge you. We're not gonna judge you.
Out, so we don't hit each other on the way down, or... Oh. Oh, Christ, what now? Sorry, Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Couldn't have made a statement before we got on the ladder. That's not how it works.
It's the fear version of I need the toilet. Why didn't you go before we left? I didn't need it then. But she thinks she does. She's trying to be Gertrude. She's trying to be truly fearless. Fear is weakness. Weakness gets you hunted. No, you're not too late. Don't worry, Florania. Welcome. I'm just, oh my fucking God, that's so joke. That's so funny. Oh, I need. It's also the way whether Basira realizes she is of the, oof. Damn. Making me think and shit. Also, howdy, I'm on break now, listening at work. Nice. That's so, oh, fuck. It's also whenever he needs a statement, it sounds like the way his voice goes is like he suddenly popped a boner really awkwardly. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? When he's just like, I gotta take care of this. It's like, why? Brother, why you sound like that? I love my little freaks.
We just want to make sure we separate out so we don't hit each other on the way down. Oh, Christ, what now? Sorry, Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Couldn't have made a statement before we got on the ladder. That's not how it works. Oh. Fine, I'm out then. You coming, Martin? So my choice is to jump off a cliff or cling to it while John does a statement. And then jump off it. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Fine. Okay. On 3. 1. Or just go then, I guess.
Man got it over with. I respect it. I'm not jumping off a cliff. John needs to read a statement. Never mind. Yeet. But like, why does he sound like that? Like, whenever he suddenly needs, he's like, it's like, are you okay? Why does he sound like that? I can see why Martin gets pissed off with him, because it's not even like he does anything scary. He just acts like a really weird guy. Oh, that's so jokes. Anyway, statement time on a ladder. Let's hope that your passive grip strength is strong, John. Else you're going to be statement and falling at the same time.
Down and down and down again. Rung after rung after rung to run down a long forever way to nowhere. A simple path, a line that was defined before we first stepped off the edge. We begged to find another way, but all around despair is only empty, hollow air. Don't look down. Don't see how far it is to fall. Still, we do not know what lurks so far below and waits upon the ground. The only sound, the howling gale that tries to break us, and the tinny click and clack of rusted rungs begun so far above or below. Which way we move is but a distant glimpse of what might once be hope, but now is only vertigo. As metal creaks and screams, the beams of this iron,
Slam poetry is back. That's what I was thinking when he was like, down, down. I was like, oh shit, we're getting into something here, boys. Woo!
And dying skeleton we hold to spite.
Do you know what would go so hard? And it's probably not going to happen, but what would go so hard is if, as he finishes the statement, he lets go. So, like, the final bit of the statement is, like, heard as he, like, whistling. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that'd be kind of sick. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say.
The sky.
That would go hard. That's all I'm saying.
But what else is there to do but climb? Don't look down. Don't look up. The rung above is smooth and white and cool as aged bone, slick and brittle as the future, dead and silent as the past. The rung below is eaten through with rust and creaks and snaps to amber dust when we try to place a foot upon it. Fall away, rotten thing, and leave.
Okay, so here's the thing for me, is like, let's say I was in that circumstance, right? I was like stuck on this fucking ladder and it kept on just, I don't know, being there. Eventually I would, because I'm imagining the reason why you're afraid of the fall is you're afraid of what comes at the end of said fall, right? And I feel like if I was stuck in this fearscape, I would get to a point where eventually the fear of hitting the ground is just like, it's not bad anymore. It's like not bad enough for me to keep maintaining this stress. You know what I mean? Like the issue I have with all of these like fear things is that they require the individual to maintain a sense of hope, because the only reason you would continue I suppose so. But the only reason you wouldn't continue something, the only reason you would continue to be in a state of duress, despite the fact that it sucks ass, is because there's hope that you'll eventually get out of it, right? I suppose if they don't remember the previous iterations, then that's how they maintain it. But honestly, I think that's a fucking cop-out. That's such a cop-out. You know what I mean? Like, to just memory fuck with people. That's such a cop-out. I think the fears do that because they know for a fact that they could not maintain themselves just off of like ongoing. Because like if I was stuck at this thing and I was scared of letting go because I knew if I let go I was going to die because I was going to fall, right? You can never become numb because your memory is at best that of a hazy dream. You only remember enough to dread it coming again, and when it does, you don't know how close you are to the start or end. But this is what I'm saying, like the the memories, I feel like the whole making the memories of it super hazy is kind of, I mean, I understand, but the reason why that has to be the case is because otherwise everyone would just fucking stop being scared. Like, enough time would pass of experiencing this thing that honestly the outcome that you're afraid of is probably actually better than the thing itself. You know what I mean? Oh god, my hair. So the memory bit, weirdly enough, is kind of like a necessity, which is odd because some of the fears are losing your memory. So does that mean that that fear is like eating more? Not to mention logic and common sense aren't really a thing anymore. The whole point is you're constantly too afraid to reason with yourself, even if you could remember. Like Joshua Gillespie and yeah, a little bit. Of course, if everyone remembered, the human mind would just shut down and shatter and stop feeling it. Of course, it's a cop-out. These things feed on us. They warp reality however they need. Everyone in the world gets exposure therapy to their worst fears otherwise. They are allowed to use cop-outs. They're king. Yeah, I know. It's just annoying from a... I got a little frog in my throat. It's annoying from my perspective because I'm like, I don't know. Probably because it doesn't give humans the chance to like prove their strength. You know what I mean? Hi, Percron. Welcome to the gang. Everyone say hi. Everyone be nice. We were discussing the fact that the fears making your memories of past iterations hazy and shitty is a cop-out because I don't know, it just annoys me. It just irritates me because it's like, I don't know, it never gives people the chance to like prove that they can be better than their fear, which is dumb because obviously that's not what they want. I get it. It's just, you know.
Leave us to grip with stiff and frozen fingers as we try to linger here and not look down, not follow in your path, not surrender to the air. There is another noise, a screeching cry from out the sky and lost us fast within its wide embrace. It is a body. No, a pair. A dozen panic flailing shapes, their mouths agape with all the terror that we keep within our heart and try to swallow. As the void that claims these souls will swallow them. It is raining. Cadavers that do not
Oh god, those screams.
Or do they? For from their ragged throats they seem to have no doubt as to their fate. They shout and plead and bargain for gravity to wait and give another chance to hold the ladder close. Then they are gone, abandoned by all but the indifferent pull of the waiting ground below. But they fall slow enough that maybe we may see within their faces us, in feature or in...
Do you think following, assuming that they do successfully end the apocalypse, do you think everyone gets to keep the sick like gains that they developed from having to be in these situations. Like, imagine you've been you've been climbing that fucking ladder forever. You're gonna have some killer arms, bro. You're gonna have thigh muscles of steel. You know what I mean? Like, do you think everyone gets to keep the sick gains from doing this? Because honestly, it sounds like a pretty good deal.
There's no reflection but the dreadful, pained inflection of their fall. We see our end. When they pass so fast, it seems perhaps they were not there at all. We pause and sweat and shake and swear it will not be us. And we don't.
I'm sure the latter people wouldn't mind that. The flesh god people, not so much. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, to be fair. Yeah, the fear apocalypse ends and they're just like, ah! No, obviously not. I'm just playing around. I know that there would never be an advantage to this, obviously, but like, I'm just saying that would be a pretty good deal. Yeah, you get a time which feels like an eternity, experiencing the biggest fear of your life. You get some sick arms. How many people would take that deal? Also, it always confuses me when people are like, oh, it felt like an eternity. And it's like, yeah, but isn't the whole idea of an eternity that it's like never ending? If it ended, then it's no longer an eternity. You know what I mean? Would you press the button type question? Yeah. Or the people in the war domain who have been forced to like run around holding heavy machinery and yeah, and the hunt victims would be a hit with the furries. Oh no. Yeah, just imagine you've been running around basically for like a year almost. That all you've done is run. But you would have like the strongest lungs. It'd be so sick. Obviously, like, I'm joking, and I know it's not but like, it's a pretty good deal if I get to keep those sick bodily power ups, you know.
Look down. The wind returns to shake the rails to which we bind our path and bids us to continue, but something has changed. We reach up with a shaking hand. No. We reach down with a nervous foot. No. And all within an instant comes the gut-felt blow that we no longer know which way we were directed. A moment comes to mind from tinted memory of finding that the sole escape for us was down, beyond the crumbled precipice, to descend upon this shaking metal thing and find a solid earth below it, where we might be free. And yet, there is other coloured, but no less in focused clarity and recall, the muddy, fetid swamp that clings in cloying, clumping damp and tried to pull us.
Holy shit. That's a fair point, actually. Would the hunt have a grudge against furries and people with predator breakings? Please stop being horny. I'm trying to scare you. Holy shit. Hi. Hello, anarchist. I've managed to catch an. I just came back from. Oh shit! You're in home country. Very nice. How did you enjoy it? Was it nice and wet and cold and miserable? Did you go to London? I'm imagining you went to London. Everyone goes to London. London. Okay, but it's also seen that the furries are eating. Yeah, Yeah, can you imagine how fucking sick that would be? You leave the apocalypse, you've got fucking pointed ears and massive canines. That would be so fucking badass. I would be fine with that. I for permanent body mods like that, I'd do it. To be fair, the weather's been pretty good. It's been neatening up. The other day, when it was raining, me and Lom went on a foraging date. It was very fun. It was lovely. I was in Brighton. Not London. Ew, sorry, not sorry, but not safe. Yeah, that's fair, actually. Very good point. Visiting my girlfriend, and the weather's been pretty nice. Brighton is a really nice city. My friend used to live there. I'm not sure if he still lives there. I always intended to go visit him there, but it never panned out, and we haven't spoken in several years now. So, but yeah, Brighton's a pretty nice place. It's no wonder all the YouTubers end up going there, which I think is really funny that like every YouTuber in England, it feels like, lives in fucking Brighton. You just have like a YouTube street, and that's where they all live. But yeah, I've not been to Brighton too often. I think I went there when I was younger. Though we were mostly. That's so fair. That sounds like a really good time. I'm gonna be real with you. Like that sounds like a really good time. Low key jealous. Yeah. But I can't remember what we were talking about before you were talking about England. It's fine.
To itself and claim our last breaths within its awful depths. So in the dread of our extremity, we grasp the slick and filthy rungs.
Oh, fuck. See, you right. I forgot. Yeah, furries. Shout out to the furries, yeah. I don't really have anything against furries, you know? I think furries have become a lot more normal. Like when furries first started to be a thing, I think it was almost like trendy for it to be like crazy and weird. Something furry, something the Hunt King. Oh god. Like one of my favorite YouTubers, well, not favorite, but one of the ones that I like to watch, Odd Ones Out, pretty sure he's a furry. And I think it's just like, I don't know. The Hunt Kink sounds kind of awesome, not gonna lie. I mean, everyone's got a predator prey kink until you actually have to fucking run. And then you're like, oh. T8, where everything is exactly the same. Oh my fucking god, why? What would make it better is if only John thought it was weird and everyone else ignored it. Weak, do cross country cowards, run. Oh, what's his persona? Oh, okay. It's got to be like a really regal creature. So it's not going to be something like a ferret or a weasel or something. It's got to be something that like thinks it's too good for everyone else. What's a peacock? I mean, TMA is purely audio. As long as no one mentions it, it could be canon. So cat then. Earlier I saw someone saying the unknowing just needed a gorilla fursuit to work. Rats, when they're happy, they jiggle their eyes. What? No, they don't. That's not. Just needed a gorilla So what, instead of stealing fucking what's her name's skin, they just took a fursuit. That sounds horrible. Jonah jiggles all his eyes when he gets excited. What the fuck? Hang on, I need to look this up. There's no way that rats' eyes just fucking jiggle. Nicola lost her gorilla fursuit, so that's jokes. Rats jiggle their eyes when happy. I won't believe it till I see a fucking video. What the fuck? No! I've seen pictures. Oh my god, horrifying. Okay, show me a video though. Show me a video. It's because they grind their teeth when they're happy and it causes their eyes to bulge out. That's horrifying. When you said jiggle, I thought you meant like they go like wee, 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 wee. Like I don't know. I was just expecting like the pupils to just start fucking freaking out. I didn't realize that their eyes just go boom. That's horrifying, bro. Oh, that's oh. All right. Upon that, it's fun nature knowledge, so I accept. She jiggled my eyes till I see. I mean, it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll be real with you guys. I don't know. That one doesn't sit quite nice. If it was just like a little amount, it would be okay. It's the fact that sometimes the eyes really are just out there, and I'm like, brother, why? Like that's when it gets a little horrifying. When the eyes start, like, there's a certain amount of jiggle that's like cute enough that it's like not creepy, and then it extends a little bit further than that, and suddenly I'm horrified. You know what I mean? Like I'm okay if the rat's happy, but not too happy. That's the compromise there. Anyways, back to this shit.
But now the air is all we see.
I'm not saying I have a fear of eyes. In fact, I'm going to show you guys this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but above my desk are two drawings of just eyes that I made. And they sit here and they watch me. Oh yeah, here are you guys. It's you guys. So, damn, my eyes looked really blue for a second there. What the fuck? Crazy. Anyways, yeah. So, I do not have a fear of eyes. In fact, I'm constantly looking at drawings of eyes that I made. Chameleons can move their eyes in. Yeah, chameleons can do that. That's pretty dope. Droster effect. I don't know what that is. What's Droster effect? If that is an effect, I didn't know I had it on, or that I did it. What the fuck is Droster effect? Also known as Mise un Abaim, is a visual technique where oh, I understand. Yeah, well, you guys got to see yourselves for a minute. That's what I see all the time. It's also why I constantly look like I'm not looking at the camera, because the camera is there, you guys are there. So, and I'm there. So I tend to look at myself a lot, which makes me sound really vain. I'm not sure what it is, but I have always found that I like looking at my own face. And I think it's because I'm like one of the few people in the world that I am comfortable making eye contact with. So whenever I see myself in the mirror, it's like almost to like fill up on the lack of eye contact I've made with everyone else. I just make eye contact with myself. Make of that what you will. But I'm still upset. I don't know where that one picture is. There's this one drawing that Lom did for me ages ago, and there's a picture of it on my Instagram, and it's one of my favorite ones. It's like a little felt tip, like, I don't know, mountain scene. Sorry, it's a Dutch cacao powder company. And I don't know where it's gone. It was up on my wall at some point, and then now it's not, and I have no idea where it is. And the issue is I know I don't throw things out often, but there is a greater than zero chance that at some point what has happened is the drawing has made its way into some sort of like box or folder or blah blah blah, and then that folder, having been presumed to be rubbish, has been, thrown out, not necessarily by me and not necessarily on purpose, but that's the kind of thing, that's how I often end up losing things or throwing important things away, is that they got put away in somewhere, and then I threw the bigger thing that they were in away because I assumed that that thing wasn't important, forgetting the fact that it was holding something inside. So, but that also being said, there's like millions of different boxes and XYZ like stuff in this house, and it could be anywhere. So I don't know where it is, and it upsets me all the time. Every time I look at my wall, I think about the fact that it's not there, and it makes me sad. But I do have all these cute messages that Lom wrote me from various gifts over the years. And I keep them all in a cute little jar. I've also got this, which they gave me, which was from one of our first dates, which is a little jar of sea glass. Yes, I know, I'm a fucking simp. Deal with it. All right? You would be too if you had someone as brilliant as Lom as your husband. I wish there were a better, as your they be. There we go. I'm making it a thing. Shut up, Spooky. Shut the fuck up, Spooky. I'm sorry. That was mean. People should start calling it they be. I thought of that like a year ago, and it's my favorite thing that I've come up with. You got boyfriends, you got girlfriends, and you got they be's. It works, and it's cute. This is my they be. I think that's a fucking adorable, and I think that we should mainstream that shit. And then down the line, when someone tries to figure out where they be came from, they'll find this little trash goblin, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, no, I can't find that one piece of art. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where I would have put it. And My only hope is that it's ended up like tucked away in something, or put in a folder or a box, or like ended up. I have a big. You would have seen it in some streams when I'm in the living room. I have a big like dark chest, which is my memorabilia box, which is full of stuff, lots of stuff, random stuff, and there's a potential chance that it ended up in there. That's what I'm talking. Like, it could have ended up in a plethora of places, depending on where I thought it should go at some point in the past. But I don't know where that is, and the memorabilia box is horrifying to go through because it's so full, and it's also too full, which means every time I open it, there is a good chance that I will not be able to close it again. And what makes it even more horrifying is I don't actually remember if I've already checked the memorabilia box for this drawing. So there is a chance that I have already in the past had to go through this ordeal trying to find this, have been unsuccessful, and have consequently, and have, then gone on to forget that I did that. And the idea of having to go through that twice, I don't know. It would just be annoying. But either way, I do miss it. But that's okay. I will find it eventually. And if I don't, then I don't. No point being too sad, I guess. I wish I was into scrapbooking more. I was thinking about that the other day because a long time ago, I made a Gmail account, which I think was called like RD Photography or something. And the whole reason I made it was for the Google Drive. And the idea is I was going to put all of my photos from all of my holidays that I had in folders on this drive, and that way they would always be safe. The issue is I remember doing that. I even remember the icon, like the picture I used as my icon. It was one of those camera head drawings, but I don't actually remember what it was called, and I also thusly don't remember the password. And I'm fairly certain after so many years of inactivity, Gmail accounts get deleted. I've definitely surpassed that, which means if I did do this, which I'm fairly certain I did, all of my photos are lost. Fortunately, most of those photos will have been copies provided to me by my family, and thus the photos aren't gone. I just no longer have an organized copy of them. But there were so many photos in there, and I'd have no memory of how to get to them. And that got me thinking that I wish I was more into like scrapbooking, like physical photos, because then I could just make a little book for all my holidays, and on my bookshelf I could just have the holiday shelf, which is just full of little scrapbooks of the photos I took at certain places. You know what I mean? But yeah, so the moral of the story is, I don't know, write down your passwords and your emails, I guess. I don't really know how it happened, how I completely lost. But I feel like I definitely did, because I remember making all these folders and stuff. But when I realized, this is the other thing, when I remembered the Google Drive that I'd made, and consequently realized that I didn't actually remember the name or the password, this was during COVID. So there was no one I could just phone and be like, listen, I've got a bit of a unique situation here, because my hope was I could basically call someone at Google and say, I'm in a bit of a pickle and I don't want to lose all of my memories. There is an account which has a name of something along the lines of like Rose Diebel photography, RD photography, photography RD, something like that. This is this is what the picture is, like the icon, and it will have like no emails. It's just a Google Drive, and the Google Drive is just full of folders of pictures. And I need your help getting it back. You know, that's not something I can just talk to an automated thing about. So yeah, so probably lost a lot of photos and a lot of memories consequently, but I don't remember, so can't be too sad, I guess, because I don't remember what I'm forgetting. That's a little bit depressing. Anyways, off of that little tangent, I've stunned you all into silence. I apologize. All right, back on my bullshit. I told you that this would still be just as long as usual. Even though we're only listening to one episode today, I still managed to make it over an hour. Anyways.
And there may be no cliff or swamp.
Oh yeah, we're on a cliff, I forgot.
Imagine the salvation from this ladder. That is all we know exists. All else is empty. And so we wait. Our breath held close within our chest. As we wait for a sign of what's to come. Where we might go. We look up at last.
Don't worry, if we wanted to listen to TMA, we'd listen to it. We're here for the yapping. Thank you. Don't worry, I love listening to people yap about anything. I've been doing a diamond painting while listening. Oh, nice. You can show it off in the art folder on the Discord.
And see its twisting stretch that pulls away in all infinity to nothing. And we retch to think of all that way to climb to find nothing. But a waving, orphaned tip. Surmounting all our fears, we look down at last, and the space below us is not endless. But far worse, the ground is there, so bleak and bare and hard, and waiting hungry for our fall.
Oh dear.
How many miles we cannot count, for as we try to think about such measurements, it seems to move away. And yet such distance does not dim its need to feed upon our shattered, broken form. And so we cling, desperate, unmoving, holding out with all our might against the smouldering fire of that awful dark desire to surrender to the open arms of empty air. As the bodies start to fall around us once again. Right. Well, I guess that's it then. Come on. John? I'm here. I am here. Come on, even Martin didn't make this much fuss. I resent that. There is a big difference between knowing pain and experiencing it. Don't worry, it passes pretty quickly. I know. Of course you do. But it hasn't passed yet. No. Alright, let's get you up.
Every bone is broken.
Okay. I'm okay.
Martin says that's London up ahead.
Yes.
Looks even more messed up than usual.
Yeah. We should be okay, but let's be careful. Yeah, keep an eye out.
Was that a joke? Or...
Let's get home.
Cartoon splat noises. His poor twig butt. Yeah, that man is deficient in every vitamin. His bones are both bendy and just brittle. They're just breaking. That man, every rib is fucking broken. Skull concave. Oh god. Oh, that was. Ow! My leg.
I suppose. I don't really know. Hello?
Oh shit.
Georgie? Melanie?
In here.
Hey, what happened here? Are you both okay? Where is everyone?
They came for them. Took them away.
Who?
Like before.
Oh, God. Who's they?
There's things from the city. You know, the ones that serve that big eye.
Because of me.
Probably. Well, it doesn't matter. It's the same as last time. We thought maybe keeping our numbers down might help, but no, it was always borrowed time.
We tried to stop them, but
There were just too many. We couldn't do anything.
Aww.
Had to listen as they were dragged off.
Aww.
I'm so sorry.
Damn.
hang on. Sarah, is that you?
Hey, Melanie. How are you?
I'm fine. I mean, fine compared to, you know. Anyway, come here. Where have you been?
Just wondering. I'll tell you about it later.
You got
Even the eye can't give him extra. Yeah. At least there'll be no more hymns. This is true. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hated the people. I'll be 100% real. And also, didn't they say that this wasn't like the first time that like thingies have come for the people that they saved? Don't know. Either way, should be over soon.
Martin back then.
We did. I was actually doing all right until you showed up, and then Annabelle started acting up for company.
At which point we rescued you from certain death.
Well, I'm hardly certain.
Well, it's good to see you in one piece. I assume the Spider Woman is
Actually, no. It's a bit more complicated than that.
No, I'll have a real answer, thanks.
Annabelle wasn't trying to kill anyone. She just wanted to offer us a choice, sort of tell us about another option, I guess.
That sounds ominous.
It is.
Yeah. You got anything to drink in those supplies of yours? I think I could really do with one. We need to talk. All of us.
It's like when your parents are mad at you. We need to talk. Ah! Oh my god, okay. Well, shit, I guess. Fuck. Oh god, we're getting so close. Ah! I'm fucking pissing myself, bro. I'm terrified. But you guys don't have to wait long. It's only gonna be like... Hang on. Where's my knife? World's biggest shit hits the world's fattest fan. Absolutely. Oh god. Yeah, it's gonna be. When did I say the dates were? The potential dates? Oh yeah, so it's probably, I have a meeting at 2, but it will probably be on the Thursday. I mean, there's a slightly bigger percentage of people that said Thursday. So Maria says that she can't come, which is incredibly sad. I don't know. I don't think there's any way I can work around that because Lon won't be here on Sunday. I don't think, or at least we might be busy. I think so. Oh my god. And then I'll be taking like a 2-weekish break from streaming because I'm going away. So you probably won't see me until like, I don't know, 18th, 17th, whatever. Oh right, have you listened to any of the season teasers/trailers? No, I haven't. I haven't. Probably still be evening, but it might be earlier afternoon. It depends on when Loma arrives and also how long we feel like we're going to need. Let me see. Let me have a little looky. I don't know. Forget about most of them, but I know the season 4 one is worth listening to whenever you finish season 5. There's a season 5? No, there's not. What? Oh, you mean? Am I currently listening? I'm lost. What season am I on? I don't fucking know, bro. Oh shit, yeah, season 5. Listen, I'm very intelligent, but I'm very stupid. Protocol has, I think, when we get to that. Which season teaser/trailers do you want me to listen to? Because we can listen. So what I'm thinking is following finishing Archives, which is just where am I, Mum? Come pick me up. My plan is the next stream I'll do is it'll be the watching all the animatics that you guys put in the playlist. So you'll have like 2 weeks to finish putting in whatever you want, and then we'll watch those. And then the following stream is going to be me playing Slay the Princess. So that'll be fun. And those will be in a new playlist. I don't know what I'll call it. I like redacted reviews. I think that's fun. All of them, that might take a while given our chat. And how many did you guys fucking put in there? I was expecting like, I don't know, like 50 or something. How many fucking videos have you guys put? I haven't looked. I haven't checked because I was worried about spoilers. There's 71? Jesus Christ. How long is the vid is like, does it say beautiful playlist? Fuck, that's a whoo. It may take a while, but it shouldn't. I think it's okay. No longer than our usual ones, I would say. Because this is videos, I'll have to be more careful. To be fair, Rose, you only have 2 episodes of spoiler left. This is true. Yeah, many of them are short. I'll have to be more. I probably won't be pausing them as I'm listening, because I want to be talking over them so that I don't get issues with copyright. Because I don't want to deal with that today. So that should be okay. Plus, I've seen some of these. I've seen a lot of third child films. Not all of them, but ones like Dog in the Archives, which was very funny. And Not to Me, Not If It's You, because, oh, that one just hits so good. Oh, and Gertrude's Real Canon Death. I've watched that one, and the supplemental. So yeah, there's a few of these that I've already watched. So the long ones that I've watched we'll skip, but the short ones we'll just watch those. Okay, the trailers for seasons 3 to 5 have a bit more content than others, but they're still pretty short. Are these trailers for seasons I've already listened to? Have I not therefore like heard the content? I don't know. I'm a little. The season 3 trailer.
EasyJet Holidays bigger. Say at holiday.
Hi, Sarah. Moore's broken family has safer terms.
We have all sorts of old equipment in storage.
Huh.
Something wrong, Detective?
How many tape recorders you got?
Can't say I'm entirely sure. We have all sorts of old equipment in storage, I think. You wish to use it for the interviews?
Probably not.
And you're sure you want to do it in here? We haven't had a chance to properly clean it.
Won't take long.
If you say so. I warn you, some of my people have a tendency to ramble.
I just need to know where he is.
As you wish. Who do you want first?
Don't care.
Right you are. You'll be all right on your own for a minute?
That a joke?
Some people find this place unsettling.
Mr. Bouchard, I'm not the one who needs to be scared.
Whatever you say, Detective.
Damn!
Anyone there? God damn it.
What the fuck?
The Magnus Archives, Season 3.
God. Okay, well, that was kind of cool, I guess. I kind of forget what happened. What was season 3 again? Was that before or after John was like hiding on account of he was wanted for murder? John was in hiding. Yeah, okay. It was that. Okay. And season 4 was when he was in the coma, right? Like, Tim had just died. Yeah, okay. Yep. I love it when you all say the same thing. It brings me a lot of joy. Because it's like if I've got little ducklings following me going, yep. All right, season 4 trailer. Quack.
Hi, John. How are you? Yeah. Yeah, same here. It's bad all over, you know? All the getting by, I suppose. Basira's keeping things ticking over, and Melanie is, well, Melanie is Melanie. Anyway, yeah, just thought I'd stop by, check in and that, you know. See how you're, We really need you, John. It's bad. I don't know how much longer we can do this. I need you. And I know that you're not. I know there's no way to. But we need you. John, please, just. Please. If there's anything left in you that can still see us, or some power that you still got, or something, anything, please. Please. I can't. Yeah, I know. I'm actually with him now. You were right. Yeah, I know. Will they be safe? Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, sure thing. I'm sorry. Goodbye, John. Sleep well. The Magnus Archives.
Oh, fuck! Bro, why haven't I been listening to these? Why didn't you guys make me listen to? Oh, fuck me, man. Okay, we're gonna listen to the number 5, mainly because like this is making up for the fact that we're only listening to one this time. Oh my god, bro. Lord have mercy. Oh my god, not the low key. Ah! Okay, it's fine. No reaction. Light work, no reaction.
Hey, my card. Earning points.
Nope.
Epic Board Gold Credit Card reps. You want to get up to this PM the 6th of the 5th, 25. This protocol. This is an advert for Audible Dementia, but one autograph. But how can she be everything that she... Subscription required. See audible.co.uk.
What do you want? The world is... It's over. You've won. What can you possibly still need to hear?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Just me.
Just me who?
What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Martin, he was trying. Oh, that kind of hurt. Oh, Martin, you stupid little gay boy. John was trying to be funny. Ah! Oh my god. No reaction. No reaction.
Just me.
Just me who?
What?
Never mind.
Okay. How are you feeling today?
Define today.
How are you feeling in general, then?
I'm changed. I don't know if it'll ever change again.
I brought you some tea.
No, you didn't.
What? Yes, I did.
We ran out of tea the day before the change. You said the little shop in the village didn't have any more. Ergo, that isn't tea.
What? No, of course it's tea. What's fine? I made that. I thought
I'm
it was...
sorry, Martin. Things don't work like that anymore.
Like what?
Like normal. This is no longer a world where you can trust
What? Tea?
comfort.
Oh. Yeah. Maybe I should pop down the village, see if they have any coffee instead.
It's gone, Martin, and the people...
Yes, I know, John. I'm not ignorant. I'm just not ready for complete despair yet.
Like me.
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
You know I'm here for you.
Yes. Yes, I do.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
You still feeling it? Seeing everything?
Yes, I'm trying not to, but all of the fear, the anguish, it just keeps coming at me in waves, rolling over me, filling my head with such awful sights.
I'm sorry. It sounds horrible.
I wish it was, Martin. I really wish it was. But it feels right.
Brother. Woo! Do you know what? That's where the inspiration for like one of my favorite TMA fanfics comes from. I think it's called Chamomile, and it's weirdly slice of life, but it's very fun and cute. And that's where they got the fucking inspiration from. The tea. But essentially the fanfiction's about like there's this weird little creature, the creature like is pretending to be tea. And weirdly enough, it becomes like a weird like pet of the house. And they name it Chamomile because that's what it was pretending to be. And it's a very cute little fic. I think it's called Chamomile. It's kind of fun. But that's where they got the... I always was like, that's really cool. That's so... Oh my god. So that isn't tea. That isn't tea. I brought you some tea. No, you didn't. What? Yes, I did. We ran out of tea the day before the change. You said the little shop in the village didn't have any. Ergo, that isn't tea. What? No. Of course it's tea. What? I made that. Oh, Martin. If you haven't, I highly recommend reading it. Just because it's very short, but it's very fun. It's my favorite fanfiction that I actually read. Like, I haven't read a lot of the fanfictions, like I said. God, it's exciting. I can't First time I heard that, I was so sure John was. There's a universe where that's exactly what was happening, and that's fucking funny. Someone please write that as a fan fiction. No, you didn't. What? Yes, I did. That's not tea. Yes, it is. Oh, that would be. Woo! That would be very. That's so jokes. Don't want to get my joke? Fine, mind game time. Yeah, I was sad when Martin didn't get the joke. I was like, no, Martin, he's trying to be funny. He's not very good at it, so you got to take what you can get. He won't try again. Oh my god. Okay. Ha! We've come so far. Martin is so much better with just like the creepy everything. You know what I mean? Considering this is where we started, he's come far. They're both too autistic to get each other's jokes. I love them. They are, and I love. They're like different kind of autisms, though. Do you know what I mean? They're like the different sides of the spectrum. Can I even tie up my hair anymore? I don't have a hair. You know, I'm so used to always having a hairband on my arm, because you know I always used to tie up my hair. I never had my hair down. I haven't had a hair tie on my wrist for ages, so I actually don't know where I'd find it. Oh my god. Okay, so I will see you guys in like 3 days. This is like the old times when I would just stream all the time. Oh my god. Yeah, so anyway, so the plan is once I'm back from my break, we'll watch the animatics, and then once we finish the animatics, I will play Slay the Princess. I don't know what I'm gonna. I want another like R word to be like because I got the redacted reviews. I was gonna do like redacted gameplay, but yeah, redacted gameplay is fine. It's pretty cool. All right, end of the stream, fellas. Thank you for joining me. See you in 3 days. Squishes all round. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you guys soon. Bye now. Squishes all round.